The harvest is in, the grain store's full, years work of growing that crop and nurturing it in the field is all done. Once it's in the store, don't forget about it. Keep checking it, monitor it on a regular basis. Look for hot spots, look for activity all the time. Use pitfall traps, place them into the grain and let the insects fall into them. If you see anything, then you need to do something about it as quickly as possible. Don't leave it too long before you do something to control insects once they're in the grain. And hopefully, that should ensure you get a great sample at the top prices. So what I've got here is a sample of grain weevils. And interestingly, this sample was on our stand at the CropTech 2019 event. The weevils have remained in this small dish since then, and it just shows their ability to breed and reproduce and destroy a sample of grain. So if you get those into your grain store, the losses can be fantastic. You can lose as much yield through grain store insect attack as you can through disease and pests in the field through the growing season. The weevils have a long life cycle of about 9 months. And what they do, they have the mouth parts and they drill into the grains. They lay their eggs inside, the eggs hatch into larvae, the larvae eat the endosperm of the grain and then develop into adult stages and emerge. Once they've destroyed that grain, they move on to the next one. So you get a snowball effect of damage throughout the season, and that's why it's absolutely critical to control any insects before harvest and keep a really close check on it throughout the storage season. What you're seeing now is a sample of grain that's been in a grain store that had grain weevils in it. It also had sawtooth beetles, and what's happened is that sample of grain is completely destroyed. And this is the end result of grain storage insects not being checked on a regular basis once that grain has gone into store. So please remember, once it's in store, to keep checking it on a really regular basis.